I'm surprised to hear you say that.
What?
If I recall, you said this would be the opportune time to film a video.
The f*** are you talking about?
A tour of the bookcase, you said. Let's film a tour of the bookcase.
You're drunk.
Well, I beg your pardon. I must have misinterpreted.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I shall procure the equipment. So today, I am drinking a vodka martini.
Because you're a pussy and don't like gin. And I
Gin
am drinking
tastes
a...
like pine bushes.
It's a juniper berry. I am drinking a classic gin martini, a man's drink.
Today we are taking a tour of the bookcases, as we had mentioned. But first, our channel name is Rich and Jason. Should we keep it Rich and Jason, or should we change it to Husbands for Life or Husbands and Life? Let us know down below.
You done?
Yeah, I'm not driving this video. It's all you from here.
You can't drive, you're drunk. I like books about space, and I like to display them here. This is like a rotating display I've got going on. So up top, I've got Stardust explains the wonders of the world. Why on earth are you encroaching on my wall?
Stardust.
I didn't... The f*** out of here. I like books on Kickstarter. I'm super into buying books and then feeling guilty and then giving them to other people. So this is for one of my nieces or nephews in the future. Hidden behind it, the Space Adventure. When I was a kid, we lived by this really cool space center. It was an aerospace and science center in Oklahoma. So like this is a picture of me and all of the things where it names the protagonist in this is my name. But it's really cool. It's a thing from my childhood that I kept. This I got at the local bookstore in Mount Clemens. It is The Rise from Earth, an easy to understand guide to space exploration. Or space travel. Space flight. I got this from Mother Apollo. And then there was the guy, they've been doing a lot of videos for it too on YouTube. Check out the videos, they're really interesting. They have John Glenn do the videos and talk about space and about being an astronaut. This, I got it at this garage sale for 20 bucks from some woman. And she's like, yeah, my brother was an astronaut, but I don't talk to him, so I just want to get rid of this thing. And it's this giant book, which is the reason that I had to build these shelves so I would have a place to put it. It's about just all of the space flights that have occurred from the United States and Russia, along with big-ass, grainy, pixelated pictures. And I love this book. It's the best thing I've ever bought. And then onto this shelf, Jason, it's your turn to go onto this shelf. Why is your out? Back here we have The Elements, a really cool picture book of all of the elements currently on the periodic table. They have pictures, they have different uses, they have all kinds of cool information in there. From here to here we have quantum physics, we've got your Leonard Susskind, your... What's that guy in the wheelchair and he's dead now?
Stephen Hawking.
Your Stephen Hawking, you got your Leonard Mlodinow. I don't know why there are two guys named Leonard that have both the same kind of things. Defining Moments in Science. Really cool book. Gotcha Capitalism and The Disciplined Entrepreneur are both like business type books. I wasn't super into them. Cool book about cryptography and whatnot. 51 High-Tech Practical Jokes for Evil Genius. Self-explanatory. Math textbooks. Math notes. Computer science textbooks. Computer science notes. TI 83 Plus instruction manual.
I bought this one at a garage sale, and it's just a coffee table book with cute cats, right? This here is a paw print from Georgia, who you may remember from our earlier videos. He was our cat for many years, passed away last year before we got Miko.
This is Domo.
Bye, Domo.
Bye, Domo. When I worked at PetSmart, these were all on clearance because they stopped selling books. So I got fish, marine invertebrates, aquarium plants.
Growing up, I used to read a lot of Michael Crichton. This is actually out of order. I have not read Next, but I've read Jurassic Park, The Lost World multiple times, Disclosure, Airframe, The Rising Sun. Have not read State of Fear. Timeline, I have not read, and then the rest of these are Rich's. Take it over.
Why are these out of order? Isaac Asimov, Hero, The Thing That Became, Bicentennial Man, Zombie Survival Guide, Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter. Laugh out loud. Dads are the original hipsters. Better Living Through Science. Jason bought me this really weird beat poetry book. Cigarette gone. You walked over to the stream where the sea hits last. I don't know. I'm tired as More I bought on Kickstarter. Old ass book about Lara Croft. It's falling apart. It's got like poetry and pictures of her and like pixelated. There's her with her pixelated sticking out. Kevin Mitnick, The Art of Deception. Really good book about social engineering hacking. Definitely recommend that. These are all game design books. The Web Designer Handbooks, that's Jason's. Graffiti. Really cool picture book about the art of graffiti. Don't make me think about web design and that kind of stuff. Nomadic Furniture. 1976. Weird ass font. Very unreadable. It has designs where you can build your own nomadic furniture out of modern materials such as corrugated cardboard and plastic. This belonged over here because it's game design. Technical communication. Business communication. Team writing. So many communications classes. Thanks. TI-83 plus TI-36 Pro. I like calculators. This is a foldoscope. It's a paper telescope. You fold it. You can give it to third world countries. It costs $0.25. Before we begin the shelf, Jason let me forget to talk about this here. Science Gallery Lab Detroit had a workshop with one of the artists who did a piece there. This is filled with water, and then this is dirt from Bird Island and the other island that people like, but it's really hipster, Belle Isle. And you can't really see it that well on the camera, I don't think, but there's microbes living in here, and I made them happy by giving them eggs. Also, when I worked at the Science Gallery, this is a material called Fordite. What it is when they paint cars at the Ford plant, the paint gets all over the walls, and then they peel it off. And it makes this really rank-smelling mineral. No, it's just a bunch of car paint, and it stinks. I bought this from my nephew, but I didn't give it to him because I played with it myself.
Many of these cookbooks are actually riches.
Such as this one, all of these.
Okay, so this one is riches. I've gotten the most use out of this, to be perfectly honest. I've made several cookies out of it. Most of my recipes I get from the internet, though. All Recipes, Minimalist Baker, Cooking Kate. These I bought at a garage sale in our community. This, one of our friends gave to us.
If y'all haven't seen our Rich Cooks Kung Fu Kimchi, this is where I got the recipe. The Espresso Bartender's Guide, which was upside down.
Alright, and here we have more cookbooks. The only really notable one to talk about, there's this one about Thai cuisine. The only other notable one on the shelf is Thug Kitchen, which is one of Rich's favorite vegan cookbooks. And it's fun because it's cussy. Also, this book, which Jason overlooked, is entirely in German, and they have all kinds of pastries and bakery, and it's delicious, but I don't speak German, so Google Translate has to help me a lot. This is actually Rich's book. This is like a Simpsons anthology of the earlier seasons, like an episode guide, facts about the show. In front of this is a something that Rich had 3D printed.
Meticulously.
And then here I have the Frasier scripts, which is a compilation of scripts from the earlier seasons of the TV show Frasier. I have a book about Breaking Bad. And then in my earlier 20s and my childhood, my dream was to become an actor or a screenwriter, but I have several books about acting and auditioning, about screenwriting, and then several script books as well. This shelf, and this shelf, and most of the shelf are graphic novels that we haven't read. I'm not super into them. I'm probably going to give them all to my friend Julie. I'll probably keep a lot of the manga just because I do like manga. But here is Corduroy, because I asked my mom if she remembered this from my childhood and she went out and bought me one. And this is a Zelda compendium that I bought Jason for his birthday or our anniversary or some bullshit. And it's fantastic. But not as good as the alternate timeline crazy ass bullshit from the Polygon video that you should definitely watch. And this shelf has a very special place in my heart. This is my Calvin and Hobbes shelf, starting with the paperback books, which I've read many a times. And
let me get out of there, you twit.
And then one year for the holidays, Rich bought me the complete Calvin and Hobbes, which is a hardback edition of all of the comic books. Alright, so we've got a little bit of glare here, but this is something I picked up yesterday. I'm a big fan of Frank Lloyd Wright and his style of architecture. So I have the work of Frank Lloyd Wright, which we bought at a bookstore in Ann Arbor the other day. I have Falling Water, the Lego set. Our friend Anne bought us a couple of puzzles with Frank Lloyd Wright prints on them. I have the Lego Architecture Studio, which Rich bought me a couple years ago, many years ago for Christmas. And I really like it, but we don't have room to build with it, so I haven't done a whole lot with this. He also bought me the Lego Architecture Visual Guide, which shows many world landmarks, and Brick City as well, which shows you how to build architecture with Legos. And then Rich has a Back to the Future DeLorean he built out of Legos.
It's got Marty, and it's got Doc, and it's got the hoverboard, and it's a hover car. You can tell that it hovers.
Alright, and last but not least, we have more architecture books. So we have some books about Frank Lloyd Wright.
Oh my god, is that a pop-up book?
The Atlas of Frank Lloyd Wright. 1001 New York Buildings. I bought that when I was in New York. A lot has changed since I was there 12 years ago. And then Alden B. Dow, who, if I remember correctly, studied under Frank Lloyd Wright and specialized in mid-century modern architecture, which is among my favorite.
We didn't even get through the bookshelf of things that I'm still reading or I want to read or I haven't read yet. We haven't done the things in the living room, my piles of books everywhere, the things I just bought.
So I think we've got, you know, this episode,
which
is going to be great. This episode is going to be great, okay? And then we'll have another episode where you can talk about all of your new books. And that'll be great. And I don't know what our next episode is going to be, but it's not going to be that one, but that'll be one coming up soon.
Rich Cokes?
Sure.
What were my ideas? I want to do infused gin, infused vodka, Skittle-colored vodka. What were the other things I wanted to do? There's something really weird I tested Jacqueline. Didn't do pickles. I like pickles.
Anyway, you know, lead us out. I think we need to wrap this up now. Thanks as always for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you again soon. Or it might just be me because Rich fell to the floor and now he is dead. Goodbye.
Oh, I hurt my assumptions. My back!
I shall go procure the equipment. Tally-ho. You made me lose my page now.
You're not even reading this book! Take 14.